You know, it's fairly unusual for us to start one of our programs on the range, but today's pretty special because we were about to introduce you to a trio of golf courses in northern Michigan that have come together to form a unique partnership and offer you a most unique package. Before we take you on that tour though, I need a couple more minutes to get the 7-iron straightened out, so if you'll bear with me, we'll do that, and when we come back, we'll introduce you to the triple play package in Gaylord, straight ahead.
Welcome to Michigan Golf Live Television, shining the spotlight on the best places to play, stay, and celebrate the greatest game on earth. Stay connected to Michigan Golf Live 24/7 on Facebook, X, Instagram, and our YouTube channel. And subscribe for free to our weekly FORE Golfers Network podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere podcasts are found.
Hello friends and welcome into the show. Bill Hobson here. It's great to have you with us, and today's program has a bit of an unusual theme. I refer to it as the tale of three hats. Yes, three hats. And those three hats represent three fantastic golf courses in the greater Gaylord, Michigan area. You know, the hotbed of up north golf. The three courses have combined forces to put together something called the Triple Play Tour. How about this? 63 holes of golf, 2 nights of lodging, all for less than $300 per person. And over the course of the next few minutes, as you see the quality of these courses, I'm pretty sure you'll be booking your trip right away. So let's get started. We're going to take the tour as if we were on it. I'm going to put on my first of 3 hats because on your way north, your starting point on the Triple Play Tour is to stop and play the beautiful Gaylord Golf Club. To get started with our overview of the Triple Play Tour, JT Out, who has been at the Gaylord Golf Club for roughly all of its 100 years or no?
Not quite, 16 years so far, so pretty good time here.
What a place to call home. This is such a beautiful setting. We're here on a perfect day, that helps as well. But this course is beloved by the community and by visitors who discover it maybe for their first time.
Oh yeah, I mean, we get new people coming in all the time. What I tell them is, I get you out here to play once, you're going to come back and play again.
Part of the beauty of this package is that all 3 courses are in pristine condition. You are a country club, sort of. You have members.
Yes.
And then you're open to the public, so you maintain some conditions that maybe you don't find at every other resort.
Exactly. I mean, and that's one of the reasons why we put the 3 golf courses together, was with Michaywe and us and Black Lake. We're all in great shape all the time. We all have some members, so we try to really cater to them and provide them with a great golf experience. So we said, let's put a package together and provide it to some people that haven't been up here to experience our golf courses and really want to do that.
Well, as pretty as the course is, it does have some challenge to it, and part of that challenge is on what seem to be perfect greens, but that doesn't mean they're easy greens.
No, they are not. What I tell everybody is, come up short, don't go long. Short on these greens, you're going to be able to play the shot, have a good putt. If you're putting downhill, you're looking at 3 putts all day long.
Some golfers can be concerned that they might need to be long hitters to enjoy a golf course. I really don't think that's the case here.
No.
Of course you want to choose the right set of tees, but even then, it's not a bomber's golf course, it's a precision golf course.
It is. We have enough sets of tees where it'll cater to all players. And I mean, we go from 6,500 yards all the way down to 3,600 yards for our forward tees, which is really phenomenal. We put those in for senior women, super senior men that want to play up there, or juniors, and they're real tees. They're not just plates in the fairway. So you get to go up, tee off at a tee marker, and really enjoy yourself. And the ladies that are playing it go, we have a chance at pars and birdies. And that's really what it's all about, is we want you to come out, have fun, hit good shots, get rewarded for good shots, and just a great golf experience all around.
There are a number of memorable holes here. Let's touch on a couple of them. For instance, you can't stand on 5T, see this massive dogleg right that wraps around a pond, and not wonder, where should I hit this thing and how do I play this hole? So give us some strategy from tee to green on 5.
So on 5, you're going to look at the big pond and you're going to look at the trees at the end of it, and you're going to go,
can I carry it?
Exactly. The first thought through your head is, can I carry it? More than likely not. The trees are high enough now that you're going to have a hard time carrying it. So you need to play it out to the left. So you've got, and if you play it out to the left a little bit, you're still going to have a good chance of hitting the green in two if you hit it out there close to the corner, or you're going to be able to get it up close so that you've just got a short chip shot into the green, which really makes it nice. I mean, it's a good par five, but don't try to hit it over the trees. More likely than not, you're going to get in trouble.
Or jump ahead to number 8. And when you arrive at your tee shot for your second shot on 8, hopefully have crested that hill, and you first get a look at that beautiful setting down there. I mean, it's gorgeous. I don't know if you consider that your postcard hole, but it's certainly one of the prettier settings and a shot that demands accuracy.
It is. I mean, you get up on the top of the hill on 8, and you look down, the pond's on the right-hand side, you have a fountain going, you've got the green over to the left with a big bank of a hill on the left of it, so it's just framed really good.
Skip ahead to 10 as we make the turn. 10's a good example of a hole that's not all that long, but it does force you to be precise. You don't have to hit driver on it, but you better be able to bring it around that corner.
And I mean, if you hit a straight shot, you're going to be in the rough on the right-hand side of the fairway. And probably the hardest shot on 10 is just to hit the green. I mean, with the bunker on the left, you got bunker on the right, and it's just a sliver in front, and then it opens up more in the back. But there's a lot of times that, I mean, most of us that play out here a lot think 10 is probably one of the hardest holes out here just because of the second shot trying to hit the green.
What's the challenge with 11?
11 that a lot of people don't realize, it looks like you're pretty flat, but it's actually uphill. It's probably about 3/4 of a club. And a lot of people go, okay, it's 160, I'll play at 160. Really need to think about playing it close, almost close to another club longer, just because the hill's there, and a lot of times playing into a little bit of wind there.
Okay, so as we make our way through the back, jump ahead a little bit to 16. Again, another beautifully framed, kind of a tighter look off the tee.
16, the hardest part's going to be your drive, because it's a blind shot, really, if you hit the ball very far at all. And the best way I look at 16 is hug the right side of the fairway. You can see some trees on the right-hand side, and the farthest one to the left on the right, that's really your target, is what you want to aim at, because then that's going to put you down in the fairway. Hopefully you get the roll down the hill a little bit.
You get these parallel finishing holes on 9 and 18. 18 is kind of get out the driver and let it rip, because you're going to need it. It plays mostly uphill all the way home.
It does. Actually, 9 and 18 both play uphill all the way. 18 plays a little longer than 9. So you've got to be precise. You don't want to go right into that fairway bunker. If you go in there, it's going to be a hard shot to get it on the green. And you've got to make sure you carry it up far enough on the green because of the false front on the front center of the green, which is easy to get on, and then your ball's going to roll right to the front, and then you've got a really tough putt.
What are you proudest of when you talk about Gaylord Golf Club?
The thing I'm proudest about out here at Gaylord Golf Club is just the shape that we keep the golf course in, day out, to provide a great golfing experience at a golf course that's open to the public and gets a lot of play. I mean, we want it to look good, and it's still there every day, even with hundreds of golfers going through every day.
And so as we get ready to tell this story of the Triple Play Tour package, starting here with JT and the great folks at the Gaylord Golf Club, you don't understand, you're in store for an incredible value of 63 holes, 2 nights of lodging, and all 3 courses are fantastic. So what's the reception been like over the last few years to the Triple Play?
It has been phenomenal. 3 rounds of golf on 3 really good golf courses, 2 nights of lodging up at Black Lake. You can't, I mean, the pricing is just so good. People couldn't believe that we could come up with a package. And once they started doing it, they're like, wow. They go, this is perfect.
My husband and I started golfing here about 7 years ago, and this is one of the nicest courses around Gaylord, I would say. It's challenging, yet forgiving in areas, and it just really has a great atmosphere. The course is amazing, and the people that play here are so sweet and so nice.
We are just 1/3 of the way through our Triple Play Tour. You've seen Gaylord Golf Club. When we come back, we head to the second part of this great journey as we go to Onaway, I-75 at exit 310, and introduce you to the place where you'll play 27 and stay 2 nights as part of the Triple Play. Up next, it's Black Lake Golf Club. Stick around. Welcome back into the show as we continue on the Triple Play Tour, showcasing a trio of courses that have partnered together to offer you a remarkable golf getaway package. A few moments ago, we introduced you to the Gaylord Golf Club, that country club feel, but an invitation that's open for everybody to come and play. Well, the next stop on the Triple Play Tour brings us north to Onaway, I-75, exit 310, where a Reese Jones masterpiece awaits. And by the way, Black Lake is also where you will stay throughout the Triple Play package. So I can't wait to show you this incredible property. I'm amazed by how vast the property is just for the golf course, let alone the conference center that we can talk about later. As you wind your way through here, you know, you don't ever hear FORE because you're not by anybody else. You're just out in the beauty of northern Michigan.
Yeah, there's no helmet golf here, Bill. So it's just gorgeous here. You know, you're gonna see a deer, you're gonna see some turkey. You're not gonna see another guy on a fairway next to you because they're carved in the woods, and it's just gorgeous here.
When you step on the first tee, you're instantly reminded that Reese Jones is the guy who builds championship golf courses, and he did that here. I mean, if this is in a more populated urban area, it's probably hosting big-time professional events.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's a big course. It's 7,000 plus yards. The layout's fantastic, and you know, Reese did a lot of the Open Doctor redo of golf courses. That's his name, Open Doctor. And we were very fortunate to have him design this course here in Black Lake.
You and I have known each other for a lot of years, and every time we talk on camera or microphone, we reiterate something that you've become very familiar with at Black Lake. Because it has the name UAW in it, sometimes there's confusion about who can play here. So let me ask you officially, Nick Awney, who can play here?
Anybody can play here. It's open to the public, has been since day one. It's owned and managed by the UAW, and they've put a lot of investment back in the property, but it's open for anybody to play.
I want you to take me through some of the highlight holes. Let's go right to the first tee. You start off with this par 5 that's it's kind off the tee. You don't have to be precise with your first shot of the day, but by the time you hit your third shot into that green, you better be dialed in.
Yeah, there's water on the left there. You better make sure you're there, and you're taking it to the right side to the green, and you know there's sand that comes into play as well. So it's a great opening hole. You can hit your driver right out of the cart.
We kind of wind our way through the front, and we step onto the fourth tee box. And the fourth hole, as a par 4 from the back tees, sure looks like a par 7.
Yeah, it's a big one. It's the #1 handicap out here, and it plays like that. And the wind's normally coming toward the tee box, so it makes it even a little more difficult. You know, you're probably going to hit a long iron hybrid into the green after your tee shot, and hopefully you're there in 2.
It's also one of those holes that when you look at the entirety of it from the tee, you're reminded of what up north golf really looks like and feels like.
Yeah, there's a little elevation there. You know, there's some elevation there that you get the feel for. You definitely feel secluded back in that corner of the property, and it's just a great par 4.
If you're able to get through number 4 and number 5 and even par, you've done really, really well.
Yeah.
Talk to us about the 5th.
The 5th is probably the most photographed hole we have here. The Sahara is what we like to call it. It's a par 3. Can play anywhere from the forward tees of about 180 back to the tips of about 240. And there's a sand trap that runs all the way along the right side of it. And you have to carry that whatever tee box you're playing. You're gonna have to carry that and make sure you got enough club going into that green.
So we come out of the 5th hole, we go right over to 6, and what's the challenge that awaits us on 6?
Well, 6, you really want to keep it on the left side of the fairway. You're carrying a little ravine off the tee box, and there's sand that also comes into play on the left-hand side, but anything to the right is going to put you toward the woods, and you won't have a good second shot into the green. The elevated green has a severe drop-off to the left, so you're definitely friendly on your second shot to the right side.
7 is a beauty. I really enjoy the way that 7 sets up to my eye, even if I'm struggling and fighting the right side of the golf course on some days. Just a majestic par 4.
It's probably the one hole out here that feels the most open to most people.
Yeah.
And you know, it has traps on the right, but you, again, hit toward the left side, you get a little more roll, friendlier roll up there, and the green's well receptive.
Yeah, we go over to 8, and just one of those par 3s that you step on the tee and you think, well, this is A, really beautiful, and B, uh-oh.
Yeah, there's no gimme par 3s out here at all.
Right.
And they're all tough. This one over the Cattails is definitely one where you want to make sure you have enough club going into that green. But you know, it's a large green complex, so it gives us a lot of options for pin location.
So we come out to this stretch, 15, 16, 17. It is just beautiful. It's just spectacular.
Yeah, you'll hear a lot of people talk about this section of the golf course as their favorite section. You know, where we're here at 15 green right now, it's a par 5. It's one of those holes where it's a risk-reward kind of thing. You can play it safe and you can get 3 shots in and be pretty competitive that way. Or if you got a big drive, you can knock it all the way down here and then probably have a 210, 220 into the green.
So while 15 has the wetlands up the left side, 17 has those same wetlands up the right side. They parallel each other.
Right.
What's 17 all about?
Oh gosh, great tee shot again. You can't be right or you're in the water. But I think the key here is the second shot to an elevated green that's well surrounded by bunkers. 2-tier green again, which, you know, makes it all the more fun. So you got to have enough club to get up to where the pin placement is.
Well, I think by now all of you have gotten the idea that playing this golf course is a treat. It's beautiful, it's a challenge, and it's also, for most of you on the Triple Play Tour, it's the middle part of the tour. You will have played Gaylord Golf Club on your way up. We showed you that earlier. Then we come here and this is where you're going to stay. So let's talk about that part of the Triple Play package, because a lot of people aren't aware that you can stay and play at Black Lake.
Yeah, we have over 200 lodging accommodations here. The way the package is priced, it's based on a standard hotel room here, meaning 2 double beds, private bath, flat screen TV, coffee maker, mini fridge, so you know you can put whatever you need to in there and keep it cold. But you also have all the amenities here at Black Lake, which the rooms sit on the shores of Black Lake. We have a full gym, I mean a gymnasium that would fit in any middle school with a hardwood floor, great weight room, workout facility. You know, and even if you have a 5th wheel, we've got a campground with 50 sites, so there's a lot of lodging options here as well.
So when you're coming on the Triple Play package, you will stay both nights here.
Absolutely.
What a cool package. And you have kept this whole thing, 3 rounds, 2 nights, all of the amenities of Black Lake for under $300 a person.
Under $300.
That's an incredible value.
Yeah, 63 holes of golf, 2 nights lodging, under $300 a person. That's great value.
I've been playing up here for a whole long time. I love the scenery. I just love the animals and stuff that are around here. I'm on a league here on Thursday nights and we say the same thing. Every hole is just like you're playing it again for the first time. It's just beautiful. I just love playing up here.
I don't know how many courses there is where you tee off on a tee box, you got a couple of fox playing next to you in the grass. You go to the next hole, you got deer walking across the course, you know, and we just sometimes almost take it for granted anymore until you don't play here for a little bit and you come back and realize it. It's unbelievable.
Okay, you've now seen 2/3 of the Triple Play Tour package with Gaylord Golf Club and now Black Lake. And I know you're ready to take this trip for yourself. So to book it, go online to blacklakegolf.com and put together what will be your favorite golf getaway of the entire season. We've got one more course straight ahead to show you, so get ready for some fun as next up we visit Michaywe Pines right after I make this putt. Welcome back into the show. Bill Hobson here as we continue introducing you to the Triple Play Tour package. Look at this sweet cart at our final stop on the tour. Now, earlier in the program, we showcased for you the Gaylord Golf Club. That was the first stop on your way up north. And then part 2 of the Triple Play Tour took us to Black Lake Golf Club in Onaway, the Reese Jones masterpiece. And now we have our 3rd and final stop. It's a community favorite, and it's a beautifully conditioned golf course with both private memberships and an invitation for the public to come and play. I cannot wait to show you over the course of the next few minutes the beauty that is Michaywe Pines.
Well, so the Michaywe Pines course was one of the founding partners of the Gaylord Golf Mecca. So like you said, it's a very established golf course. The layout is a classic design that allows you to go out, enjoy the round, not feel like you've been beat up. You can walk our golf course if you'd like. Very walkable. The terrain has gentle rolling a couple spots with water, a little river crossing it in a couple areas, but we pride ourselves on great conditions and great service here at Michaywe, and a course that you could and would want to play every day of the week.
One of the things that I think makes Michaywe so popular is that you can take out the driver, you can let it rip, you've got some room to hit the ball, although you do have to be accurate all throughout the round because the trees are real at Michaywe.
They are real trees. The course stretches out over 7,000 yards, so if you want to play a long track, we definitely can provide that for you. We have multiple sets of tees, so you can play from where it's appropriate for your game. But yeah, it's tree lined, so you better either hit the driver straight or maybe pick another club and try it out.
You mentioned conditions earlier. That does not happen by accident. It happens with a lot of hard work, a lot of investment, and an eye for detail. So as you kind of walk us through the flow of the course, what are you proudest of when it comes to that conditioning?
Well, so the condition here is great. We have a great superintendent and crew that's been here for a long time. We also have a volunteer base here within the community that goes out and does things like fill the divots, repair ball marks.
Not paid staff.
No, they volunteer.
That's so
they
cool.
adopt a hole. There's a group of guys here that does that, and they just make it extra special out there. So the community makes a big difference here at our golf course.
So as we look at your golf course, if I'm going to give you some time to do nothing else but play a few holes, what are your favorite 3 on the front, 3 on the back that you'd love to just go out this time of day with the sun kind of at dusk level, nobody's bothering you, nobody's calling you, and just go play?
Okay, so that's a great question. I love playing number 2. It's par 5, dog legs to the left. It can be, if you hit a good drive, you can kind of decide, am I going to try to sneak it up on there or lay it up? So that's a great par 5. And then, of course, our 4th hole here is a great hole. It's a par 4. It's pretty much a straightaway, but it's just a solid hole. Of course, like the others, tree lined, a couple bunkers on the face on each side, and just a solid par 4. And I like number 7. That's close to my heart because it's my only hole-in-one hole. So the par 3, number 7, little water on the right. That's a great par 3. So the back 9, that's a tough question because there's just so many to choose from that are close to my heart. I love number 11. You have to cross over a river. It's a solid par 3 with nice bunkering on both sides. So once you get over the river, which you should do, you just have to kind of navigate the bunkers and you're in a good spot on that par 3. And I love number 14. It's a long par 5. There's some great fairway bunkers on the side and just a beautiful setting there because it's probably the most serene hole on the golf course. We're called the Pines course, and there's a lot of pine trees on number 14. So it's just really quiet back there in a beautiful spot. And then I always like to talk about number 17. Again, par 5. You have a decision if you hit a strong drive, if you're going to go for it or not. I've watched a lot of people try that and fail, and then it's always fun when someone makes it over in 2 and has an eagle putt. And the river comes into play on 17 as well.
It would be fun to take a collection of the favorite 18 holes from the 3 courses in the triple play because you all have so many kind of cool little moments, and I know you easily could have picked several more.
Yes.
So I'm going to let you make the closing pitch to our audience to come take part in this triple play package.
All right, so you can't beat it. The Gaylord Golf Mecca has such great variety up here, but when you want to come up to Gaylord, you want quality conditions, you want great service, and both Black Lake and Gaylord Golf Club combined with our course here at the Michaywe Pines course. You can't go wrong. You're going to enjoy the golf course. The layout's great, the service is great. You'll want to come back again.
There is no way we could wrap up this triple play special, and there is no way we could ever leave Michaywe Pines without inviting you inside the very special restaurant here called In the Woods. It's open to the public. I mean, look at these entrees we're closing out the trip with. How about brisket stroganoff? How about red pepper pesto pasta? We come over here to Cajun shrimp fettuccine, or if you're in the mood for a steak, but a good old sirloin with some mashed potatoes. Folks, this meal is as good as this trip between Black Lake and the Gaylord Golf Club in Michaywe. You need to make your way up to Gaylord and take part in this incredible deal known as the Triple Play Tour Package. Book your trip now. We'll see you in Gaylord. Thanks for watching, and if you'll excuse me, It's time for dinner.